Hey, thanks for tuning in today. In the previous video, we discussed your three-part personhood and how to nurture each of those areas so the best version of you shows up every day. Did you do the exercises? If not, I highly recommend it because as a leader, you are only as strong as your weakest link. Or as I tell my clients, the bottleneck is always at the top. If you want to be a great leader and you want to make a big difference, it starts with you. It starts with you and you bring in all of you, the best of you to the playing field. Today, we're going to talk about the power of beliefs. And we're going to start building on this foundation and how it all relates to rock solid confidence. Now, Napoleon Hill said, whatever a man, or I'm going to add woman, can conceive and believe, he will achieve. Proverbs 23:7 says, as a man thinketh, so is he. And when I truly understood this in my life, it changed everything. Beliefs drive behavior. I love planning. I love making things happen. I'm very results driven, but no amount of vision casting, strategy, execution will compensate for an unhealthy set of beliefs, and certainly not long term. So I'm going to challenge your beliefs today. And I'm going to give you some exercises to help you root out the limiting beliefs that have been hindering your true potential. Click on the subscribe button and turn on your notifications because you're not going to want to miss a single video. So, okay, let's get into it. I group beliefs in like three areas. It's what you believe about yourself, what you believe about others, and what you believe about the world around you. Your self-beliefs are like the lens in which you see others and you see the world around you. It's also the basis for rock solid confidence. So we're going to start there. Here's a warm-up question. And you are going to want to, if you want to make the most of this, you're going to want to get a pen and paper or iPad or somewhere that you can jot these down. Here's a question for you. And be honest. How would you describe yourself? How would you describe yourself? You can take a moment to do that. Okay, now let's go deeper. I'm going to ask you a series of questions, 5 questions. Number 1, what do you believe to be true about yourself? And I encourage you to write down at least 10 self-beliefs because the first few are going to be like surface stuff. Go deeper. What do you believe to be true about yourself? Second question, how do you know that that's actually true? That that's who you are? What is the evidence of that? Number 3 is, when did you first decide that that's who you were? How old were you? What happened? Who was there? Number 4, how have these beliefs played out in your life? How have they showed up in different scenarios in your life? And number 5, are these beliefs in alignment with your vision and your goals for your life? If you're like most people, you have empowering beliefs and you have some limiting beliefs. Your empowering beliefs are like the wind beneath your sails. They give you the self-confidence that, to make bold, audacious goals and charge forward towards them. Your limiting beliefs are like the anchors holding you back. They prevent you from stepping into your full potential, and they diminish the momentum that you've created from your empowering beliefs. It's kind of like operating with your foot on the gas pedal and your foot on the brake pedal at the same time. These limiting beliefs they're sneaky. They hide below the surface. They're nasty. They're unsupportive. And in order for you to become a great leader, you got to root them out and you got to transform them into empowering beliefs. The Bible actually says in Romans 12:2, it says, be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Transformation begins in the mind. So let's distinguish your empowering beliefs from your limiting beliefs. Looking at your list, divide them into 2 groups. Which beliefs have fueled your success and which beliefs have hindered your success? Now, in order for you to get the real gift here and watching this video, I mean, hey, if you just want some entertainment, awesome. I'm glad you're here. But if you really want the gift in what I'm talking about here in transforming your beliefs and developing rock solid confidence so you can be the leader that you want to be, You need to go below the surface, below the quick and easy answer, okay? Be honest with yourself. Nobody's going to see your answers except you, and you're the one who's going to benefit the most. Now, when it comes to beliefs, I'm going to give you a caveat. Some beliefs actually seem empowering to you, but if they negatively affect other people, they're actually limiting beliefs, or they may actually be both. It's kind of like every strength taken to an extreme becomes a weakness. Okay. So they might be empowering to a certain point, but limiting beyond that point. For example, if you believe that success in business requires sacrifice and you have to be willing to do whatever it takes, that's empowering to a certain point. But beyond that, it could lead you to sacrifice your integrity, other people's trust, your family, your health, and so on. You may reach a certain level of success, but that belief left unchecked will actually wreak havoc in other areas of your life. And ultimately, it will prevent you from achieving the success that you want, ultimately, to going to that next level. It might actually also destroy your reputation and what you've already built. Okay. How many times have we heard those stories in the news or maybe in our own personal circles? Scandals, corruption, divorce, ill health, and so on. Okay. So let me pause for a moment and explain another concept around beliefs. And for this, I'm going to use a visual of an oak tree. Okay. So imagine an oak tree. There are many roots that make that tree strong, stable, and healthy. Some are tap roots. Others they branch off the tap root. The whatever it takes example I just used is actually a branch and not the tap root itself. It's how your root belief has played out in your life. And in my experience, limiting tap root beliefs, limiting beliefs that are tap roots, are initiated when we are children and when we are young and impressionable. We develop these beliefs, or maybe in cases of extreme trauma. It's that primary lie that you believed about yourself and it's been running the show ever since. For example, if I, as a child, and I believe that I am only loved and accepted and worthy and valuable because I have a certain amount of success or I'm doing certain things, performing a certain way, then I'm going to do whatever it takes to be successful and to perform that way. And by the way, you don't need to come from a highly toxic or highly driven household to learn this. It's not what happens to us. It's what meaning we derive from it. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit more about this primary lie and where it comes from in the next video, and how to transform it into empowering beliefs and so forth. But for now, let's do some preparation work and start evaluating your beliefs. We started a few moments ago. Let's summarize this, okay? Number one, what are your empowering beliefs? Number two, what are your limiting beliefs? Number three, which beliefs have helped you to get to a certain level of success, but won't serve you in reaching the next level? Number four, what beliefs have helped you to get to a certain level of success in one area, but have caused problems in other areas? And number five, which beliefs are taproots, deep-rooted beliefs that you learned as a child, and which are branches that showed up later along the way? In the next video, we're going to unpack these limiting beliefs. So come ready with your answers. And we've been talking about gardening here and trees and all that, roots and branches and so forth. So bring your gardening pick and let's get to the real work. We'll see you there.